Alright guys, I'm going to show you how I cape a deer, okay? I know some of you professionals are going to get on here and say, oh, we don't do it that way or whatever. This is how I do it. This is the way the taxidermists like it. One of the biggest things is right here, start at the legs. Just cut all the way around. And what you want to do is you want to cut up the white and brown, okay? So you want to cut up that way when they stitch it back, it won't be, you don't want to cut it over here in the white, it'll be seen more. So cut right up that, and that's what we're going to do. So right up that crease right there, and then as you come up here, I got my outdoor edge here, so that's what I like to do it with it. But just right up that, okay? All right. So I can even start peeling this back a little bit. One thing about it is, everybody wants to see how fast they can do things, and if you just take your time as you cape, you'll be way better off. I get in a hurry too, but just and they're not going to care if you get a little meat in there at times, but if you just be real careful, you can get it pretty doggone clean. So I still got to cut a little bit right there. I didn't get it all the way cut around good. So now the other thing I'll show you is what I like to do is I want to cut further back than we need. A lot of people say, oh, you just need it to right here. I like being safe, so I want to get back in here and cut around him, and that way you got plenty of nothing that oh man, we're just too close, so I want to cut around him something like this. This deer here that we're actually caping wasn't doing real good. He was not real healthy, but so as you see, we're just cutting all the way around him, okay? Can't do too much wrong there. And then I'm gonna come back over here on this leg like we did the other side, and again get my cut up that white, okay? So I just take it, you can dull your knife a little bit like this, but to me I just do that right there all the way around. And then again, just take your cut right up that white and brown. And that way, like I said, they're gonna have to stitch that. And that way, so come all the way up. And you see right there in that crease right there, okay? Now, this is another critical part. What we want now is we want a good straight line right here, okay? And then he's gonna have to stitch that as well. So what I do is I got right up into that armpit, okay? So we're up in there. And now I just take it straight as I can, straight back. Again, you can't do too much wrong here, but just like that right there, okay? All right guys, so now we're on the other leg. I'm all the way up in the armpit again, as you can see. And again, we're just gonna take it now straight back, because your taxidermist gonna have to stitch that, but you see, just straight back. So now that's what we got. Okay, so now it's when I talk about just slowing down a little bit. So get right here, and we want to take our time and just get started good here. You can see I got meat kind of showing. The knife's kind of getting dull, but I'm going to get it down, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here in just a second. And again, you see I'm kind of getting a little hair right here, but I was smart enough, and I went back far enough so I ain't in trouble yet. Okay, so now right here you see how that meat's kind of hanging on. So just take your time, see right there? And people are always so scared they're going to damage the cape right here, and you can, but just watch what you're doing. And if you get a little nick in it, which they don't like, but it isn't the end of the world if you're just careful. See how the meat's sticking to it a little bit? It's okay. They'll take care of that when they flesh it, but if you just kind of keep going back here, you can kind of get that to turn loose if you just keep working it. See, I'm getting a little bit here. I'm gonna try to get back. That's not bad. So you see, now we're kind of coming on down, just being careful. See, it's a nice, easy deal here. You see if I get back in here, just careful. But at the same time, you know, and the truth of the matter is, when I get to this stage, I don't like a brand new blade. I don't like it real sharp. When I get right in here, I like it to be about where we're at right now. But you see, caping is not real hard. It's just knowing what you're doing. Okay, you know, and the next thing, you know, I've caped many of them laying down, you know, on a tarp or something. You know, if you can get one to hang like this, it's always better. So now you see, I've got it down quite a ways, and we're heading towards, you know, the head and the horns here. And now I'm going to come over here. This is kind of where it gets tedious. Right down in here, just again, it's tedious to get it started here. So again, just kind of be careful. And you see, I'm just pulling that away from the meat just by, I'm kind of using a lot of times the tip of my knife. Like I said, I really like the outdoor edge. I like it because I can just change the blade anytime I want and get a brand new razor blade. But again, right now I don't really want it sharp. I just like it about where it's at, just not dull, but as you see, I'm using the tip of it and just coming on down with it. And again, like I said, you see the meat, and don't let that scare you. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Like I said, if you're a taxidermist, if he shouldn't gripe too much about that. So I would rather see you have a little meat than have nicks all in it. So here, see, it's wanting to hang on right here. So again, you just got to get it started here. See, it's really wanting to hang on. So I'm gonna come back here a little bit. You see, if I can just get it going right there. So now, see, you got some pretty good meat there hanging onto it. But if I just keep going with it, you see, just right there. Again, so now we're heading back in the right deal. Got a little meat showing, but like I said, we have not nicked the hide one time. Okay, all right. Now I've probably come down a little too far on the one side, but this side's about right, because you see I got the legs back here. So we're gonna come right up through here. Kind of a critical place right here. Just kind of see what you're doing, because that's where the leg and the shoulder comes into play. But see, we're just coming right on down. And again, you know, you may never caped a deer, and you know, you can see it's not that hard. And again, there'll be someone out there mad the way we did it. I know that, but to tell you the truth, I really don't care. I've caped many of them. I got many of them on the wall, and we've done many of them like this. So again, now here I'm back into that shoulder right here. You see, we left a little meat on there. Not too bad here. And this is kind of the part where you get your daughter, if she's standing here, to go start the tractor and lift it up. You gotta push in the clutch.
Yay, that was useless.
All right, so guys, again, you just see, we're just working this down. It's just the same old stuff, but again, I've not put one nick in this deal. And as you see though, I have left some meat, and we're not gonna worry about it. So, Jay, would you come here? So I'm just gonna get a helper here. I'm gonna have her just pull this back a little bit. Jay, if you'll just pull that so I can kind of see back in here. So, I should have kind of done that a while ago, but you see, kind of going right around there. And like I said, you see I've left a pretty good piece of meat there. Right, I might come over there. So, let me see if I can just get it right here. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of probably the most critical, not critical, but maybe the deal that you can kind of get stumped, you know, kind of get lost if you don't know where you're at. Right here you can see I just got a little bit hanging on there, so we got it there. Still, I don't think we've got one nick in it. Got a little meat. See, now she's starting to come off here. Once we get past this little place here, it should come on down fairly easy. And you see, now if your knife is really sharp at this point, you probably wouldn't want to be going quite as fast as I am here. But I know the knife because I've kind of used it all along, and you'll kind of get the feel of your knife too as you come down where you're at. But you see, I get quite a bit of meat right here. And it's really kind of wanting to hang on. And I'm gonna try to kind of get some of that back, guys. Right here, trying to pull it. Yeah, and y'all get a kick out of this as you guys are watching YouTube. Just so you know, we shot this buck this morning. It's my last deer in Oklahoma. And as soon as I get this done, we're going after, the guy filming, Cole, is going after a 165. So he's wanting me to hurry. Literally where we're going tonight, guys, we saw 100 deer there yesterday. It's on a big wheat field we was about 3/4 miles away. And it was probably around 3 o'clock, 3:30. So that came out real early. So again, he's wanting me to hurry, which I am.
Yep, we better get going.
Alright, so we're getting down to biggest thing, guys, right here. Like I said, you know, I've left some meat here. I'm kind of trying to get back where I don't have as much. You see, I just kind of keep doing that, and you can get back to pretty decently not having it. Pulling it the best you can. I've used this knife on several. We skinned some yesterday and actually quartered them up. And so this blade has done very well for as many deer as I've done in the last few days. We're getting down pretty close. I like coming down as far as I can here. You know what? We're going to cut his head off here in just a second, but we want to get down. Let's keep using my thumb, guys. See how I put my thumb right here? You kind of, but just be careful. Use the tip of your knife. But you see, you can just, instead of coming underneath and getting all that hair, this is the way I like to do it. Just keep pulling right here. So, is that my phone?
It's cold, Dad.
You can answer it.
Maybe.
Or call him back. Put him on speaker or whatever.
Hey, Mr. Paul.
Hey.
You want? Yes, he's right here.
Hey, I'm skinning a deer. I'm skinning a deer.
Killed it.
I shot that 9.
The big 9?
The one that was hurt.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's lost about 50 pounds since last time I seen him, Paul.
The one with the crooked horn.
Yeah,
Where'd you shoot him at?
burnt stump.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that bow shop in Shawnee.
Shawnee.
Is it in Shawnee?
What are you doing in Shawnee?
Well, we went up and looked at the property up there where Daniel lives.
Oh yeah, you mean Stillwater?
No, remember the bow shop you sent me to?
You talking about Choctaw?
Choctaw,
Okay.
yeah. Where's that at? It's in Choctaw?
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong town.
Yeah.
Alright, Choctaw.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. I'll shoot you a picture in a second.
Why was he hurt?
I don't know. I ain't found that out, Paul. I don't know. I ain't seen him mark yet. I'll call you here in just a second. All right, guys. As you see, we got it all the way caped down. What we're going to do now is it's just basically what we want to do is we just want to take a knife. We want to get in here. Now, the biggest thing here is as you cut around it, we're going to just cut at the meat. It's what we're looking to do. But just be careful that you don't get in here and get, as you cut around and actually cut the cape. So you see, just a little more down. You can come down. It doesn't matter. This is not something you have to have precise, but I got it down pretty good. And what I'm going to do, see, I'm going to put my knife in here like this. And again, you feel the bone in there, and then just start coming around. So I hit bone again. I had to pick up again. But you just want to basically just come around him just like that. Just again, be careful about your cape. You spent this much time. We haven't got it nicked any. But, and again now, so back in here, I'm just really watching my cape. And just what you're doing is cutting meat, no bone. If you're hitting bone, back out. We don't need to cut bone with this knife. Okay, that's not what you need to do. But you got to get the meat. So, again, right here, this would probably be, and I could have probably got a different blade, but we're gonna keep going. So, as you see, so basically, you see, I pretty much got the meat. Okay, now this is kind of where, if you got two people, now there's a couple of different ways you can do this. A Sawzall, it's easy now. You just reach in there, zzz, and you're done. But I don't have a Sawzall right here, so I'm gonna get Jaylee back over here again. And she's just gonna hang on, and basically we're just gonna twist his head, okay? So, Jay, if you'll just grab right there, try not to get too bloody. And basically, guys, I'm gonna just reach in here, and we're just gonna twist his head, okay? And just keep twisting it. Twist, twist. Now, if it doesn't come off, it's probably because I didn't get the meat all out of there. But you heard me break, you know, but there you go. There's a caped deer, guys. Now, trash bag, Jay, if you'll get me a trash bag off the back of that truck, and we'll finish it up, and you'll be good to go. But again, now, I'm gonna tell you this. Don't you ever get this wet. A lot of people think, oh, now I caped it, it's all bloody, I'm gonna get it wet and spray it down and then freeze it. No. That's how you get the hair to slip, they call it. So it's okay if it's a little bit dirty, just don't get it wet, okay? I've actually heard taxidermists say, ask him, well, it was raining when I shot him, what then? That's different because he got wet when he was alive. And I don't really understand all that, but that's what my taxidermy said, and he is a world champion. So now Jaylee's bringing me just a big trash bag. I would tell you, don't get the ones that smell like Febreze. Don't do that. So basically, she's just gonna get this, guys, and we just put it in here. Down, Jay, Nico, down. Okay, there you go. So just like this, guys. Okay, come down. She's gonna set it down on the ground. And what I like to do is get two of these. But right now we're just gonna show you the one. So basically get it down here, cover everything up, and basically ears and all, get them ears folded back in there, something like that. Bring it up here, and you're just gonna tie it off. And you're gonna do this twice. You're gonna get two different black bags and tie them off right here. And then they'll be ready to go with the freezer. Tie it as good and tight as you can right here, so don't get freezer burned. Double knot it, and then do it one more with another bag, and you got yourself a cape ready to go to the taxidermist.